What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Audio, and if you're new here on this channel, we talk about music production, sound design, mixing, mastering, and pretty much anything to get your tracks ready for release. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video. That being said, let's get into it. Alright, so in this video today, I'm going to show you a couple different vocal sauce techniques that just add that something special to your track. Let me show you. Okay, so the first vocal effect that I'm going to talk about is creating a vocal reverb drone. Now this is a reverb drone created out of the vocal to just go along with it and add that something special. Let's go and create it. This is the effect. Alright, now let's see how we got there. So originally I took this vocal here.
What's the point of even trying when you see
I duplicated that track. Alright, now we're going to do the fun part. We're going to bring this vocal an octave up higher. So Command A, and just drag them up. Now I don't know if you have any other pitch correction software, but I use Melodyne, and I've got another video that's coming out discussing. I do have a video already out about Melodyne. I'll link it up here, but this one that's coming out in the future is much more in depth. So now let's listen to what we got an octave up higher. That sounds pretty good, but it's still not an effect. It's still not a drone. It's just another voice, another backup vocal stack, if you will. And I don't really want that for this part. I want a more of a drone effect. Something around the sides that just kind of thickens up the vocal. It only comes in when the vocal comes in, at the same rate the vocal comes in, which is really cool. So what I did is I printed that reverb. So I took a track and made a track, right? And then I routed the reverb into this track. So we're going to route the reverb into it. And then the delay that I'm sending the audio to is also being routed into this reverb. It just feels super big and lush. So you're just going to want to single out the reverb. If you have any other vocals that are going to that reverb, mute them just so that it's just this vocal being sent to that reverb. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's record. You can hear that sidechain compression really ducking the reverb out of the way of the vocal. Alright, now let's move this up so we don't get confused on what we had before and what we're creating now. So as you can see, when recording, because of the pre-delay, I'm going to have to move this a bit further. Looks like about there is where our vocal sits perfect. Okay, so now that we've done that, all of this processing here, EQ, bright long reverb, and then the width box plus. So let's just hear what it sounds like with just the reverb and the EQ. Let's copy those and throw it on this track. That's sounding more like a drone, all right? But it's still kind of in the background, all right? I want to bring it to the forefront, but on the side, so it's making room for the lead vocal there. So now we copy the width box plus in there with the same settings as I had here. And now let's listen to it now. See how it's completely on the sides? And we can check that right here. I mean, I did a video that shows the stereo image before and after the width box plus and how wide you can actually make it, but let's check them out. This is the before and this is after. As you can see, it's completely stereo. Alright, but I didn't feel like this drone was thick enough as it was right there. Alright, so then what I did was I decided to duplicate this track. And then on the next track, what I did was I threw the clip gain up until I could hear a good blend of these two together. Then I just kind of... And now that it's loud, I'm going to pitch this down -12. So we did pitch it up. Now we're going to pitch the reverb down to try to create some cool vocal effect. That sounds pretty cool if you ask me. Here, now let's play with the lead vocal, and then I'll turn the effect off in the middle, and you'll see how much is missing without it.
What's the point of even trying when you see all that we've lost? Now we're at the edge of nowhere and it's not worth what.
There's a whole bunch of space that just opened up there, and it's not being filled by that atmospheric reverb vocal drone that we just created. This is some extra special producing techniques that I use on a lot of my mixes. Now let's move on to the second vocal sauce technique. Now I've got 2 videos about this subject. iZotope's VocalSynth, alright? Now, I show you how to use it in these 2 videos. I'll link one of them up here, and then I'll link another one up here. Alright, you can go check out those videos. They explain how to use it and how I used it in a song to create natural sounding harmonies. This one, I just want to thicken up the lead vocal in the chorus. I want it to be more notes, more harmonies, but kind of buried up underneath the vocal stack that I've already created. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you go watch those videos, you can actually see what I do to get these sounds. Let me just show you what the effect sounds like, and then let me show you what it sounds like with the vocal stack, and then I'll take the effect out of the vocal stack in the middle so you get an idea for what is missing. Here's the effect just by itself. It's pretty cool. With the lead vocal,
I knew this wouldn't last forever.
and now with the vocal stack that we created, the other vocal stack, the lead low vocal, the other vocal stack, and the other vocal stack. Let's check all this out.
Oh, no, I knew this wouldn't last forever.
You can hear those harmonies.
No, nothing you say makes this better.
See, without it, it feels empty. You see how that just thickens it up right there? Let me turn it on and off again. The first phrase will have it on, and the second phrase, I'll turn it off.
Oh, no, I knew this wouldn't last forever. Oh, no, nothing you say makes this better.
Now let's listen to that phrase that was empty again with the VocalSynth on.
Nothing you say makes this better. And I don't wanna wake up, 'cause in my dream.
As you can see, it adds so much thickness to that vocal performance in the chorus. This is a trick I use on almost every production in a different way, shape, or form. VocalSynth is very versatile. I use it in pretty much any way that I can think of in pretty much every mix that I do. And that's the video, guys. If you stuck around the end, I got some free stuff for Ableton users with links down in the description. There's some paid products on my website too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Mr. Audio, out.